Hello everyone, in this video I'll be showing you a Herbalist Witch build guide in Baldur's Gate 3. This is a new mod that's in the mod manager for console and PC players made by Nuto123. The Herbalist is actually really strong because you get access to some poison spells that ignore resistance. The only weakness that Poison had in the base game is every creature has a poison resistance, but this will ignore all of that, as well as it can deal a ton of damage, and we get some unique spells that hit in a huge area and just do crazy amounts of damage. So we're going through the full build guide in this video. So for our first level spells, I think it's good to go with the witch form cat here. I just like this a lot just for exploring, and also it just gives you a little bit extra temporary health. And Shillelagh or Shillelagh here, another really good one, so you can go with that. Lesser Create Water is also a nice choice there if you want to maybe set up a sorcerer that has lightning or cold spells. However, for our leveled spell, we're going to first go with our Find Familiar here. And then for our ability scores, I think it's good to have about 16 Intelligence, 16 Dexterity, 14 Constitution, and 10 Wisdom, 10 Charisma. And that's solid there. Now, one thing, I keep getting comments, make sure you have your skills, ability points assigned here, as well as your skill proficiencies. Otherwise, it won't let you confirm. So you do have to click on both of those in order to be able to proceed here. So I just want to make that clear for some people that are having issues. And as we proceed into this, I'll be going over here the Herbalist, which is a poison and healing subclass. We'll take Lesser Create Water there. And then for our next leveled spell, Fog Cloud is pretty nice for early game crowd control. Lesser Restoration can be a decent healing spell too. I'm just going to take Lesser Create Water because that can be pretty nice, especially if we're using the staff here that has the ability to give us Chain Lightning, so that can be pretty good too. However, I'm going to do it a different way, and I'll show you guys how to make this really strong. Now, early game, I think that the Witchcraft Slumber is actually extremely useful because this is you can put someone to sleep with no check. It literally will put them to sleep 95% of the time, which is extremely useful because you can just take one person out of combat. This makes the Witch really useful and very underrated. As for the Herbalist, you just get the Experimental Alchemy here, so you can brew two alchemical solutions instead of one, and we actually get our better class benefits a little bit later on here. So at level 3, we get our Dire Raven transformation, and we get some healing spells. So Cure Wounds, Good Berry, and Lesser Restoration. For the spells that we're going to take, Spike Growth and Hold Person are two really useful ones. Upcasted Hold Person can literally shut down some enemies big time, so we'll go with that. At level 4, we get ourselves another Witchcraft point, and we get some class passives too. Darkness is a good spell, as is the Witch form Boar if you want to take that, but this class actually comes with a Panther form, which is really good. So we'll take Darkness. And for our class passives, the Herbalist Specialization Poison is much better. The healing one gives you additional healing equal to your intelligence modifier, but Revivify is just fair whenever there's like scrolls of healing. And Healing Word is meh. The Poison, however, gives us the Poison Grenade, 2d8 poison, and causes poison to creatures, which gives them disadvantage on attack rolls, which is huge. The Cluster Grenade does 3d6 and creates a very toxic surface, but the Cluster Bomb is actually really good. This is a 5d8, and you're going to see this does a ton of damage, much more than we see here. So we're going to take this here, and then we also can take a feat, and I would recommend taking Intelligence. So with this, we also ignore resistance to poison damage, and when we deal poison damage, we cannot roll a 1, which further increases the amount of damage that we'll be dealing here. So once we make it to level 5, we get the Nature's Aegis, which nearby allies only take half damage from spells, which is huge. And then for our next level spell, I think Plant Growth is really good. No concentration, and it can keep prone people in the ground, which is really nice. At level 6, we get more Witchcraft points, and we also get the ability to transform into a Panther, and we get Mass Healing Word. So us not getting Healing Word earlier is fine because we get this version, which is a little bit better. And we also get Regeneration, which gives regeneration to a target, and this can heal them really fast. And then we also get a much better version later on. I'll take Animate Dead because that's nice to be able to raise the undead. And now for our next leveled spell, I do like to take Expanded Witchcraft for more points is really nice. We can also take like a twin spell to target 2 people with it, or also Distance spell if we want to increase the range of our spells. So this can be pretty nice too, although sometimes it doesn't work properly. And also we can even do like the Poison Darts, which is kind of nice for piercing damage and afflicting with poison, which is super useful to stop or give disadvantage on attack rolls. We'll take that there. And then for our class passive, you can go a Kismet's Eye here, which gives you Magical Darkness Vision, similar to the Devil's Sight, or Poison Mastery, which adds our medicine skill to the damage of our poison spells, which we're going to be using quite a bit. So we're going to go that route here. And then at level 7, we get some more spells. One thing I want to note is this class actually goes really well with the Dread Overlord Warlock because poison doesn't affect undead. So you combine these two classes very good, very powerful together, and it's on the in-game mod manager now too, the Dread Overlord, so you can pair both of these together. Grasping Vine is actually really nice for a bonus action because you can pull enemies towards it. It's actually pretty useful to have up. And at level 8, we get ourselves another spell slot here, so we'll go with Blight or Ever's Black Tentacles. Not a really big choice here because we're going to use other spells. And then we're going to go with something like Grim Harvest. Dampened Elements can half attack's damage if they cast a spell on you, which is really nice. And even if we go Magic Ambush, if we're hidden, we give disadvantage to spell saving throws to the enemy. Really good. I also like the +5 to initiative, but we can also go with intelligence here and take initiative a little bit later on. There's also another, if you get the Feats Expanded mod that just got added to console as well today, there's another great choice there. Dominate Purse is actually pretty good because we're likely to land this very frequently, and it's actually really nice to land. And then we're going to go ahead here and take the Enhanced Body, which gives us a haste spell with +2 to armor class, which is really useful. Now at level 10 we get ourselves another spell, and Contagion is pretty good because you can use this outside of combat. It's actually pretty effective. At level 11 we get ourselves another feat. I would take Circle of Death here for a really powerful spell, but also we have Greater Jinx, which deals a ton of damage. Circle of Death is just a really big explosion spell. I really like that. And we'll take Witchcraft Mastery, which gives us another 6 Witchcraft points, which can be extremely useful because we're going to be casting and using them a lot. At level 12. Probably Greater Jinx there. Sorry about the yawn. Eye Bite's another good choice. You can go with either one of these. And then for our class passive, Heavily Obscured or Lightly Obscured, we can give resistance to all damage except for Psychic or Radiance. And Illusionary Self is usually a pretty good one because this will block an attack whenever we get hit, and it makes the foe automatically miss. And then we'll take Alert Feat here. But if you have the Feats Expanded mod, we can even go with the Poison, Elemental Adept Poison, which would normally ignore resistance and allow you to... Well, I guess we already get the benefits of this, so that's something that you could take if we didn't go this way. But if you want like the Healing Mastery, you could take that to get all the benefits of it. So we go with the Alert. I just want to touch on that there because I noticed it was added in this. But yeah, we got the ability to turn into a Panther here, which is a pretty fun wild shape form. So we can go into our wild shape. Boom. We got all the Panther attacks here, which is nice because then this gives us temporary health. And the only thing is, it is impossible to get out of your out of this shape. So yeah, or I guess you just miss it there. Sometimes it doesn't show up properly, but it does now. So typically what we want to be doing is we want to drop our Poison Cluster Grenades whenever possible. So this can do 3 attacks. So you can go 1, 2, 3, and then boom, boom, boom. It actually does quite a bit of damage. And then we can even go with the Poison Cluster Bombs, which is even bigger, and hits for even more damage. So 5 of them. Crazy. That took out Jahair. 26, 26, 24. So yeah, these hit really hard. Then you can also use these spells to half the damage you take from spells. And there's so many good benefits here. We got our Enhanced Body, Dominate Person. So many different spells here. It's really incredible. So we also have a Find Familiar, so you can take yeah, Find Familiar Tailor for Gale. I like going with the Raven because the Raven can blind targets. So that's really good. I'd also recommend going with the Kreska's Favor from the staff because this can give us increased poison damage as well. And for our armor, Helda's Gloves, Hood of the Weave, Cryptlord Ring, Ring of Protection, Evasive Shoes, I found those work well. +3 initiative from the Hellrider Longbow. And then for our clothing, you can go with a number of different things. I'm just wearing a different aesthetic one, like the Vest of Soul Rejuvenation will give us 21 armor class. You can even go with like some different, like, I guess we can cast if you take the ability to wear medium armor, you can go with that to get 26 armor class. But even Armor of Landfall works pretty good. Armor of Moonbasking because we do wild shape. Armor of a Spore Keeper doesn't really benefit us too much, but it's another option. And if you want, you can even go with the Ballast Armor to set up your team. So that's some different options that you got there. But what this looks like in combat is I'll just pop out. I guess Witchcraft points restore on long rest, so I did waste a few there just hitting our team. I just want to show off what this looks like in actual combat because it is quite powerful. So we'll just run on over to get combat started. And what's nice is you can also go into a dire raven form if you want to, but I'm not going to start combat that way. What we're going to do is we're going to go ahead here, and we have some very powerful level 6 spells. So we'll just run up here, and then I will apply haste to myself, and then get our action back, and then start combat. Boom. So we got 2 actions. This is the best way. It uses 3 witchcraft points, but then once you have this set up, we can drop some heat. I used up our poison cluster bomb, unfortunately, because that would have been a really nice spell to drop there. 5 of those, dealing upward to 40 damage each, is incredible. So we just have the 3 here that we'll hit them with, and that took out both of them. So that's crazy. And yeah, I guess we'll just wait this out, and maybe someone else will come out, because yeah, that's absurd. We can even drop like plant growth. Yeah, I didn't expect to take them out that quick and easy. Plant growth being nice because that creates a difficult terrain, so when they're coming, they're going to be slowed down as well. And then on top of that, we can also go with the grasping vine, so that is a nice little thing too that can grab enemy forges and also creates difficult terrain. So yeah, this is really strong. Distance spell being a very useful one too, because we can kind of set up crowd control. They get slowed down in that. Yeah, we're unstoppable at this point. Yeah, I didn't expect this one to be this good. They even said that it isn't as strong as they expected it to be, so yeah, we can't even use our typically we would spam the poison cluster bomb and the poison cluster grenade. We just have normal poison grenades now, so that is unfortunate, but we can hit them with a circle of death, so that's pretty strong. And even like we can go with Kreska's favor. I guess I should have popped that up before starting combat, and giving us the additional poison damage. And then we also get spells like cloudkill, which I unfortunately can't use right now, but I guess we'll just let it do its thing here, and she's going to cast darkness, so I'll just move back a little bit. We can even grab. Oh, they're too far to grab, but difficult terrain is going to make it hard. They're going to have to dash through that and not even go too far. Just like that. So incredible. We're making them waste their turns. That's the beauty of plant growth that people don't really realize. Oh, she has a shadow step, even better. And she's not even, yeah, there we go. So we can hit them with another greater jinx. That's going to deal quite a bit of damage. She's jinxed now, so then she has a hex on her and she's poisoned. And we can, on top of that, go ahead with like a poison grenade, or I like cloudkill personally because this can be moved around, so we can drop that. Our tree is immune to it, and then next turn we can move our cloudkill around. With this, we can grab him into it, hopefully dealing a little bit of damage. And he's saved. Grasping pull. He's probably going to dash again. Yep. That's the beauty of using plant growth, because you can just shut down combat. And then we'll, I guess this is reposition cloudkill. It says we're going to break our cloudkill, but that doesn't make sense. We'll just move that there. And boom, that took him out. Oh, no, it didn't. Never mind. My bad. And we can even go with a Ray of Sickness that's upcasted, so that's even stronger with an attack roll. Boom. Took him out. So very powerful poison build. Poison is one of the weakest damage types in the game, but we can make it very powerful. And we even have the ability to animate dead. And I guess we're lethargic at the moment, so we just gotta wait because we can't move. And then we'll pull up the flying ghouls from the undead corpses there, which is nice because cloudkill won't actually affect them. So you can go around summoning your zombies, your skeletons, your ghouls, you name it, you can create it. So that's the beauty of this class. You get summons, you get a lot of things that are pretty fun to use. I guess we can only use one of those at a time, but yeah, we have Grasping Vine there for a bit of ancillary support. If you found this video useful, please hit the subscribe button below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video.